So firstly, we need to open Maps in Safari. We should be logged in on the top right, and then we're going to go to Your Places and Maps. Press and hold for 5 seconds the Create Map button, and then copy and paste the link into a new tab. Otherwise, it will push you into the app and we can't make a map there. So we can click on where it says Untitled Map at the top, and we can give our map a name, and we can also give our map a description, just so that we can find it at a later date, and then we can click and save that. So from here, we've just basically given our map a name so that we know what it is. So this one is going to be Places of Worship. So it just shows us that this is going to be a quiz about our local places of worship, but it could be anything. It could be places in a fictional book, it could be historical places. So all of these could be questions that you could have within your map. So now I'm going to find my first location, Rochester Cathedral. So just type this into the search bar at the top, it will take me right into the map. Now, just under the search bar, you've got this button where we can draw sections. So I just click on the map and it will give me the shape that mimics where I put my 3 points. I'm going to title this Rochester Cathedral because it's my location. And then in the description underneath, I'm just going to put a question. So firstly, you could tell people to go to Rochester Cathedral as their first point. And then when they click on this little shape that we've put in, they now get a bit of an instruction. So it says, now find the location where Jewish people worship in Chatham. So when, I can also change the colour of this shape so it's a bit more obvious for younger pupils if they're not quite sure. So now I'm going to look for Chatham Synagogue because that would be where this clue would get them to go to. Once again, I can zoom right in. So again, it's not too obvious. I use that draw tool again to draw myself another shape. It can be any shape. So now I put in Chatham Synagogue and I might put a clue into the next location. So the idea is that the pupils or whoever it is will work their way around the map. They'll click on these little shapes and you will see them pop up. And the idea is this becomes a little quiz. It means that they need to search and remember for locations. So this would be great for geography, literature, history. It could be loads of things. You can even get them to think about where buildings look like certain shapes for maths. Again, we can change the colour of these shapes just to make it look special, and we can even have different places on a map. So when we go into our maps, this is what we'd see. So we can go into the map on, for example, the app. We can go back into the app on the map. We could have shared this with our pupils so that they can access it. I'm going to go into my places, I'm going to go into maps, and I'm going to go into my places of worship map. I've just changed the background so that you can see that it's in the same way. So I've clicked on my shape, zoomed in, clicked on my shape. It's told me where to go next. So I'd go up into the search bar as pupils would do. I'd think, right, the next place I need to go to is where Jewish people will worship in Chatham. So it's Chatham Synagogue. You can now see my little shape there, so I can go there. I get rid of the search that I've done by just clicking the little button in at the top, and then it allows me to click onto this shape. So I click onto this shape, I get my next clue up. All the possibilities really are endless with this idea. You can use it for literacy, you can use it for history, geography, art, really you can use it for anything that you can think of. So just really have some fun with it and see what you can create of these quizzes in Maps.